All right, let's dive right in. We're going to talk about a really powerful idea today, how the very experience of being completely underestimated can actually be the greatest thing that ever happens to you. It's about taking all that doubt, all that negativity, and turning it into pure fuel for your transformation. This quote, it just gets right to the heart of it, doesn't it? That exact moment when you're at rock bottom, when it feels like the whole world is counting you out, that's not the end. No way. That is the starting line. It's the point of maximum pressure right before everything is about to change. And this moment, this linen pocket moment, is an incredibly lonely place to be. You know, the second you decide to move from being normal to striving for something exceptional, you suddenly find yourself walking a path pretty much by yourself. And that feeling, man, it cuts deep. You know that look people give you, the one that just screams, why don't you just give up already? Why don't you try something easier? It's that silent judgment from everyone around you. And honestly, it can be one of the toughest hurdles to get over. So, why does that judgment even happen? Well, this brings us to a super important point. A lot of the time, it's not even about you. It's about the environment you're in. And there's this perfect metaphor that explains how a limiting environment can absolutely choke out incredible potential. Just let that sink in for a second. There is absolutely nothing wrong with the seed. That seed has all the potential in the world to become a massive, mighty oak tree. The problem is the 2-foot pot. It's the environment that's holding it back, that's stifling its growth. So you have to ask yourself, are you letting your environment, your 2-foot pot, decide how big you're allowed to grow? And this visualizes that conflict perfectly. On one side, you've got your massive innate potential. That's the oak tree seed. And on the other, you have the 2-foot pot. And that could be anything, right? Your job, your social circle, maybe even your own self-doubt, all telling you to just stay small. So why do they judge you? It's because your ambition is like a mirror. It forces them to look at their own lives, their own choices, their own complacency. And that judgment, it's not really about you at all. It's a defense mechanism for them. And honestly, it's one of the clearest signs you're on the right track. Okay, so the external world is throwing stones and your internal world is just full of fear. What do you do? Well, you have to win the internal battle first. You have to literally rewire your own brain. So let's get into some amazing tools to do exactly that. Now this is a total game-changing question. I mean, think about it. When you're afraid, your heart starts racing. Your palms get sweaty, you get that surge of energy. But when you're excited, the exact same things happen. The physical response in your body is identical. And as you can see here, the science is just fascinating. Fear and excitement are the exact same state of arousal. The only difference is the label that your brain slaps on that feeling. And you know what that means? It means you have the power to choose. You can feel that shaky, agitated energy and decide, nope, this isn't fear, this is excitement for what's about to happen. And here's a super practical way to do it, based on Mel Robbins' amazing work. The moment you feel that fear creeping in, you interrupt it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This little countdown literally hijacks the emotional part of your brain and wakes up your prefrontal cortex. That's the part of you that's in charge. Then, immediately, you pivot. You insert an anchor thought. Picture the successful outcome. Tell yourself, I am so excited to do this. You're not trying to calm down, you're just reframing the energy. But what if you do need to bring that intensity down a notch? Well, you actually have a built-in hardwired tool for that. It's called the physiological sigh. It's so simple. A quick double inhale through your nose, and then a long, slow exhale through your mouth. This one action dumps the maximum amount of carbon dioxide from your body and instantly signals your nervous system to chill out. It's the fastest way to get back in control when you're feeling stressed. Okay, so you've got some tools for your inner world. Now, let's forge your arsenal for handling the external world, specifically that constant nagging threat of rejection. First things first, we have to completely redefine what rejection even means. It's not a final verdict on your worth. It's just evidence. It's proof that you showed up, that you had the guts to put yourself out there. Every single no is just the price of admission for growth. It's a stepping stone. And to really get this into your head, let's use the gumball machine analogy. I promise you, this mental model will completely change how you see things. Your job is not to convince people. Your job is simply to sort. So, picture a giant gumball machine. 90% of the gumballs inside are red. These red gumballs are the no's. They're the people who won't get it, who won't be interested, who will just say no. And here's the most important part. That's normal. You are supposed to get mostly red gumballs because you're just looking for the blue ones. And as you see here, only 10% are blue. These are your opportunities, your yeses. Your job isn't to take a red gumball and try to paint it blue. That's a total waste of time and energy. Your only job is to keep turning that handle until a blue one pops out. It's a numbers game. It's just sorting. That's it. Now let's be real. This journey of transformation is not easy. In fact, the most intense part of it can feel like a complete deconstruction of who you are. It can feel like a kind of personal apocalypse of the self. This ancient metaphor just explains it so perfectly. For a while, your strengths and your weaknesses, your good habits and your bad ones, the wheat and the weeds, they have to grow together. You can't force it. You have to let it happen. But then comes a time, a harvest, where a painful but absolutely necessary separation has to occur. You can even see this journey play out in these metaphorical stages. First, there's chaos. Then comes war, both internal and external. After that, a kind of famine, where you feel completely drained. You have to confront the death of your old self. You wait for a sense of justice. Then comes a total collapse of your old world, right before the silence. That quiet after the storm, where the new you finally has space to emerge. So after you endure all of that, the loneliness, the judgment, the internal battles, the rejection, the personal apocalypse, what's the payoff? Well, this brings us to the final rule, the big one. And there it is, the Sinatra rule. It's not about getting even. It's not about winning some petty argument. The ultimate response, the most powerful and definitive answer you can give to every single person who ever doubted you, is massive success. Look, forget killing them with kindness. Your uncommon results are the only language your doubters will ever truly understand. Your success becomes this undeniable fact. It's a quiet monument to your resilience that speaks way louder than any argument ever could. So what's the big takeaway from all of this? Embrace that linen pocket moment. Use the loneliness. Use the doubt. Use the fear. Let it all forge you into something stronger. Turn that fear of being overlooked, of being insignificant, into an ironclad, unstoppable commitment to proving every single one of them wrong. That, right there, is the ultimate revenge.